All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of FloorSeats podcast, episode 26, right? 26?
Yeah, 26.
All right. I can't
Yeah.
cross reference that right now, so I have to take my word for it. Things are looking a little differently. We're trying out a different format here. Let us know in the comments what you guys think, where we can improve. We'll be glad to, tweak it until we get perfection here. But I go by the name of Tax. As you can see, I got my man to the left, Sam with the lean Zanza.
Yo, what it do? What it do? I mean, I can't tell from to your left, but I'll take your word for it. What it do, y'all? Welcome back for a
And
seat.
all right, and
How we do
the imposing edible figure you see behind us is good friend of the show, Mardo. Man, what's going on, big dog?
What up, bro? What up, guys? Zanza.
Hey,
I like that mic. I'm jealous. I need one of those in my life.
what do you mean, dog? All it shows in the camera is the condenser. I could get you a condenser.
I mean, look. I don't even got a mic. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you got a lot of things. Let's start there. First off, your
Oh,
food.
jeez.
You're
Oh,
literally
man.
food.
Damn.
But it's delicious. I'm just saying, it's delicious.
First, you're-
Damn, my man came out swinging, calling him food. That's crazy.
hey, I could
He's
keep
hating
it
because he's
going.
hungry. That's
This man
why.
says he's food, but is he healthy food? I'm like, now I'm about to go at your integrity. I'm like,
I mean, look.
You don't
I
wanna
got
go
I
with
got proteins, vegetables,
listen, this election may have been
starch. Come on, man.
fake news. All right, that's all I hear.
All right, Mardo, give us a second really quick before we get into how our week's been. Let us know what you got going on, man.
I just recently started streaming. Talking to Haney. Haney was like, just do it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. So I started streaming. You guys can catch me at twitch.tv, ZX, MARDO, XZ. I've been streaming a lot recently. You guys helped me get affiliates, so I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Yeah, no doubt.
I do a lot of Apex, Rogue Company, League of Legends. I stream practically almost like any game I feel like playing for the most part, which is kind of bad. I think I should focus on the game, but I'm always playing with my friends, and they're always playing different games. I got different friends that play different games, so yeah. I'm starting to slowly do some stuff on my YouTube channel as well. I haven't really focused. I don't want to advertise my YouTube just yet. I'm just still working from the ground up. But once I get it going to where I like it, or where I feel like I should start advertising, I will advertise it. But that's pretty much it, man. I mean, other than that, just out the house, selling stuff online is what I do as my job. So
Word, but um, just to go in a little bit more about like the games you stream, and I know you mentioned how some like you mentioned Apex Legends, Rogue Company.
yeah.
So would you say you have like an affinity for shooters?
Oh yeah, bro. One of my backgrounds is from shooters. I've been playing shooters since like GoldenEye and Perfect Dark. Actually, funny. Speaking about GoldenEye, you guys know Anime Boston, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
So a couple years back, Anime Boston had like a GoldenEye tournament, and I was so dominant at that I got up in the middle of the tournament to take a piss and came back and still won.
Wait, was this mid match or
Yes,
mid
mid
game?
match,
Wow,
mid game. I entered the tournament so I can get a free pass for next year.
that
And
is actually a good prize. But no, continue.
yeah, I mean, so I was like, I won that, and then I entered another tournament. I entered multiple tournaments because there a lot of the prizes at that time was like free badges, but I already won my badge for Golden Knight, so I just didn't bother to play any other events. I just like, y'all can win. I don't care, man. Get your badge on. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely my background is from shooters. Definitely, I played Halo 2. I know you guys play Halo.
Oh, of course.
Yes,
Halo 2.
That was my religion. I was a Spartan at heart. That's my religion, bro.
Yo, Halo.
When I heard that theme song, you gotta get on your knees and pray. You know what I mean?
Let me stop before they hit us with a copyright.
Come on, they can't do that. You're advertising for them, bro.
You're right. But no, you're
Uh,
right though.
Yo,
yeah,
Zay,
and
you're coming in a little soft.
Oh, am
Pause.
I? Hold on.
Yeah, pause.
Pause. Please, yeah. Pause. Hold on. I got you. All right. How about a little now?
That's a little
All
better.
right. Cool, cool, cool.
then
But yes,
I also played Halo 3, Shadowrun. I think I know most people don't know about Shadowrun, but I played that competitively.
I've heard of
Um,
Shadowrun. Okay.
I won a couple events for the game. Actually, we were one of the best teams for that game. Period for MLG.
Really?
Yeah.
Shadowrun. Wait, they'll tell us a little bit about Shadowrun. Like it's only a game I've heard the title.
So Shadowrun was like the first game that I've seen, and I felt like the game was ahead of its time. To be honest, it was like a class-based shooter. There weren't too many games that were class-based shooters. Like you know how Overwatch is a class-based shooter. You pick a character or whatever, and they have all these skills. Shadowrun was like you had the elves, humans, and dwarves. Each class did something different. You know what I mean? So like the elves were the fastest class in the game, had the most magic. This game had uses magic as well. And the dwarves were like the shortest. Obviously, the dwarf. They had the second most health in the game. The second most magic in the game, but they couldn't regenerate their magic normally like everybody else can. They had to steal magic from other players by being next to other players.
Okay. So like you would say like each class had their strengths and weaknesses and they balance
Correct.
each other.
Like when you see the door, I mean the other door, the troll was like this big tanky motherfucker. Like whenever you shoot him, spikes will come out of his body and he'll take way less damage. It'll take you like maybe 5 clips to kill him. You know what I mean? But they had, there was a little way to combat it. Like if the first shot is going to be normal, the second shot would be armored. So you had to like pace your shots because once the spikes come out, you have to wait for the spikes to go away. Unfortunately, when you're playing the shooter, he's going to shoot you back. So you have to like shoot and run, shoot and run. So like the doors were able to beat the trolls because they could drain the magic, and the spikes required them to have mana. If you have no mana, there's no spikes.
Right.
And the doors would run up to them and just with a shotgun and just eat up their mana and just murk them. But that was like a troll's worst nightmare was a dwarf.
Okay. Yeah, walk us through like the mechanics, like the class system.
Just like any other shooters, you played Counter-Strike, right?
Have you? Yeah, I mean, like, yeah,
most
I
people
played Counter-Strike.
today, most people today would know they know Counter-Strike.
Yeah, yeah.
But Counter-Strike is you have to buy your weapons. So to start the round, everybody starts off with like 2,500 gold, and you can buy your guns, you can buy your magics, and you can buy technology. So this game uses a technology system like gliders, kind of like they're like jetpacks, but not really. They just when you jump off the building, you can glide.
So they were kind of like added movement type
Yeah,
of.
so like if you press jump and hit and activate your glider, you jumped a little bit higher, and you're not falling down slow. You're falling down. You're not falling down fast. You're falling down slow.
I
So
see.
kind of like imagine yourself being Batman. You can jump off and just glide with your little bat wing,
Oh,
whatever
I
you want to
get it.
call that, the cape.
Yeah.
So that's what you had.
And the money. Let's not forget the money. But no, continue.
They also had this thing called like wire reflexes. So what it does is it enhances your character, make you move faster, and when you activate it, you kind of like become like Flash. You can like blitz really fast for a brief moment, but at the cost of your life. So every time you activate it, you lose life. Also, when you have a katana, because you can buy a katana in this game, you can now block shots.
Like
Not every shot, but you can block shots. So if someone has a pistol, you'll block every single pistol shot. But if someone's mowing you down with a minigun, you'll block, maybe 20% of the shots. So you reduce their damage and whatever. This game had this bleed mechanic as well. One of the first game I ever seen with a bleed mechanic, where if you sneaked up behind somebody and you meleeed them with a katana, they bled. And when they're bleeding, you're slowly losing life over time. And the only way to stop the bleeding is by being resurrected. This game has a resurrect mechanic where if someone dies, you can bring them back to life, but at the cost of your mana. So now So this game had like little pips, little circles of mana. Like, for example, the elf had like 13 of them, and if I resurrect someone, it uses up 4 of those slots temporary until the guy dies again.
So like mana bars, kind of. And
Yeah, so it uses up your bars of mana, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if someone's bleeding, you can resurrect them and stop the bleeding. But if the guy who resurrected you dies, then you start to bleed.
Go right back to bleeding. Gotcha.
Yeah. Your health does not regenerate in this game. You have to find what is called Tree of Life. You stand next to the Tree of Life, and it heals you over time. The elf, on the other hand, was the only class in the game that can heal naturally as their passive. So they'll heal over time, but when you're healing, your mana's going down. So it drains your mana to heal.
Okay. Did every class have a passive?
Yeah. So the human passive was they don't get penalized for using technology. So whenever I tell you about the wire reflexes, when you have it equipped, it uses up 4 bars of your mana. Period. Like that's the slots. It uses up 4 bars.
Okay. Like
the humans didn't have that. They didn't care about the penalties for it because they're the ones who invented the technology.
I see. Okay. That's okay.
Yeah. The dwarf has the armor, and the troll has the armor, and they're the slowest class in the game. And the dwarf has reduced headshots because they're so small. So they take reduced headshot damage. So in other words, you can't one-shot them with a sniper rifle because they take reduced damage.
Ooh, interesting. So they could play certain roles.
Yeah, so it's like one of those things where, like, and the reason it made sense why they did that because they were so short. All you can shoot is their heads. You know, so yeah, so that it kind of had to balance it out a little bit. And they drain magic. That's their other passive, which is, I'm telling you right now, that is one of the most broken things in this game is losing your magic. You have no magic in this game, you ain't shit. I don't care how much of a good shot you are, you ain't nothing. Unless you are using a sniper rifle and you're godlike with a sniper, then I'll give you that. You get a pass. You don't need magic. Use a crack shot, you know. But I played the game. We went to it was me, a couple of my friends, Roy. We went to New York. And we dominated the event there. Like we were so ahead of the curve. It was ridiculous.
Oh damn! You know what was the event? You know?
I forgot the name of it, but it was MLG. We went to the MLG, and what sucks about the game is that they didn't have LAN, so you still had to play online. But you played over there online in they had little setup to so you can play.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So we went there. We played against final boss. We destroyed final boss. We destroyed Carbine, but there wasn't Carbine, but there were members from Carbine that was there. It was just free. It was super free. Walshy was the only player I remember at the time that used a troll. No one used a troll because at the time they're considered a really bad class. That's because they were slow. They're so big. You can shoot them from any angle. You know what I mean? Like they're just so bad.
Right.
But
who was your class? I didn't want to ask. What was
I played an elf. Elf to me was. I just love the fact that I can just constantly teleport. So this game has teleport. Let's talk about that real quick.
Teleport in any game is being.
You can teleport the direction you're moving. So if you're moving forward and you press teleport button, you teleport. I think it's 7 meters forward. So if the wall is not that thick, you can teleport through that wall.
Gotcha. So
but it uses up 3 bars of your magic. So once you teleport, you have to wait for the bars to recover, and teleport goes on a cooldown, like a 2-second cooldown, which ain't nothing. Which means you can
really? It's not nothing. That's cheap.
So as an elf who has the most magic in the game, I could teleport 6 times in a row. As a human, you can teleport 3 times because you have the least amount of magic in the game. And the reason why I could teleport 6 times is because by the time I use my 4th one, I already have regenerated enough mana to do another one.
So would you say the elf would that make the elf the most mobile class? Because you could.
Yes, they're not only they have the least amount of HP though. They're,
I see.
so that's their thing is
Got
that they
that.
don't have much health. One shotgun shot, you're probably dead.
Gotcha.
But they are the most mobile class in the game. They're the fastest, period, and they have the ability to regenerate their own health, so they can run away and just hide in the corner and heal up and come back out and
Yeah,
they're a
cool.
nuisance.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, scout. You know.
Yeah. So I played that, but Walshy was the first guy that took the troll to the competitive level. He was playing what's called a ninja troll, and that to me when I heard ninja troll, that shit is scary as fuck. When you see a troll, wire reflexes running after you. See, the troll has
The slowest
the
class chasing you. How does that work?
wire reflexes uses up health, right? When you activate it, it gives you that boost of movement speed, and he blitzes you at the cost of health. Now the troll has the strongest melee attack in the game. So in other words, if they cut you once with a katana, you're pretty much dead. I mean, as an elf, you're dead. And most people played elf. Elf was like the best class in the game at the time. So his strategy was to block your shots with the katana and run you down with the katana.
Okay, it reminds me of something from the Titanfall, the shotgun and the stim pack, the stim boost. Tax knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a Titanfall person too.
Oh, you were Titanfall head too. Why weren't you? What do you in the sessions? All right, now that's another. That's another.
I don't have the game, so get me the game. I'll play with y'all. I'll bother you real quick.
This man says that, and then next you know, he has a grapple hook.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, man, it was dope. Yeah. He created it. Unfortunately for him, Roy plays the dwarf class, and the way we played the game was we made sure. So at the beginning of the round, you can give your teammates gold if you wanted to, like your
okay,
money.
It's like a
So everybody, our strategy was to make sure Roy, on the first round, had his max loadout. Roy used to carry us for the first 3 rounds of the game. So he would get everything he needed, from the minigun, teleport to the tree of life, everything that he needed, we gave him. So it's 5 people on the team.
Okay.
We all gave him like 2,000 gold.
So you start the game with 2,000 gold. And
yeah, the humans start off with 2,500.
Right. They always get more money.
Yeah, they're the only class that can get teleport in the first round. That's how much teleport costs, 2,500.
So one of you guys in your team was a human, or everybody?
Yeah, we had 2 humans, an elf, which is me, and a dwarf. So they will give all their gold to Roy. I'll give all my gold to Roy, and Roy will buy everything that he needs to buy, and he'll be already fully loaded out on the first round. Well, most people will have like a pistol or something generic. You know what I mean? He'll be doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, Roy has a clutch factor from just watching him play Rogue. I was like, all right. Thought it was just smash.
So you play Rogue. Imagine in Rogue if I can give you my gold in the first round.
Right.
You'll buy all your perks, right? So imagine starting the game with all your perks. That's exactly what we did to. That's what we did to Roy. Yeah, that's what we did to him, and he'll dominate. And he'll carry us for the next few rounds, and then he'll give us all his gold. From that point on, all his gold belongs to us because he already got everything he needs. Don't need gold anymore.
Right.
So he'll just give us the gold, and then we'll start from there.
They do that in Rogue, man.
Oof.
Oh,
I'm like, let me just buy this revival thing, and then from there, y'all have my money.
Let me tell you what, boy. That'll be dope. But yeah, that's enough of Shadowrun. As much as I love that game, it's a thing in the past.
Right.
Damn.
But like I said, it was
broke your heart.
It was ahead of its time in terms of being a class shooter.
Right.
It was the first of its kind. The game came out like when Halo 3 came out. Shadowrun came out, so that's how old the game is.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because was that launch for 360?
I don't know if no, it wasn't launched for 360. I think it was Gears that was launched for 360.
trying to
I'm not
remember when
mistaken.
Halo 3 came out. Wasn't that like '07?
I mean, let's see. Power of Google. So is it Shadowrun Chronicles or Shadowrun?
Shadowrun on Xbox 360.
Okay.
And for those of you who know who Shadowrun is, it's actually an RPG game.
Oh yeah, Shadowrun Xbox 360 autofill. Thanks,
Yeah,
Google.
it was
2007.
yeah,
Right.
it was never meant to be a shooter. On the thing was is that when they acquired the IP for Shadowrun, that company all they did was shooters. So they were like, well, let's make this into a shooter. And that's one of the reasons why the game didn't do so well is because can you imagine making
Yeah.
what the hell just happened?
Wait, stop sharing the screen. You're fucking shit up.
Oh,
I can do it.
technical difficulties. Oh, I was gonna.
But like,
There you go.
imagine seeing like Final Fantasy become a shooter. Like, fans would be so upset.
So okay, so you're saying the game was intended to be more of a like your typical MMO style, or
Yeah, that's what Shadowrun. Originally, Shadowrun's always been a RPG. That's why you have the elves, humans, and dwarves, different classes.
but then they added a shooter element. So then
So when the company acquired the
Oh, that's
IP,
blurry.
the only people that they had working for them in that company were all people who developed shooters. So they were
so
like, "Well, let's make it a shooter." And to me,
okay,
it was a great shooter as a player, a person who plays shooters. But for the original fans of the Shadowrun, they were like, "Fuck this game! It's trash because it's not what we liked.
right?
Right.
Because
It's not Shadowrun. What the hell is this? It's garbage." And so because it had that stigma tied to it, it didn't do too well. But it was the first game that was cross-platform as well.
wow,
Yeah,
I
because you
did
can
not
also
know.
play with like Windows.
Yeah, Windows Vista. Remember that?
Good old
Good
Vista.
old Vista.
I see what you mean. I actually do see what you mean now because we have games now that's like Valorant, and like you said, Overwatch that now combines having skills or magic abilities along with the shooting element,
Correct. I
and
mean,
that's
even
pretty
even
much
Rogue Company has that.
yeah. And then but now we have this game that came out in 2007 and kind of sounded like it happened by accident. Like you said, you
Yeah,
took a MMO fantasy RPG IP and you combined it with a studio that really only knew how to make shooters. You get Shadowrun.
yeah. A hidden gem. That's what I call it. It's one of those hidden.
Indeed.
Yeah. The only know what sucks is because after we won the first year of MOG for that game in 2008, MOG decided to take the game out the circuit, and me and my team had just got sponsored.
Ooh.
We got sponsored by Exile Gaming. It's a European company, and it's like the
Wow.
sooner we get sponsored and we start doing our training, a month later they decided
The
to take
game
the game
died.
out and I'm like, yo, you got. I was so pissed and like hurt because all this like I put my blood and sweat, and tears into this game, and they just pulled the plug on it the next following year.
Damn.
So I was like, all this training, all this practicing, because I used to do drills, man. Like, I'll take my team and we'll I'll put them to drills. Like, this is how we're supposed to do these runs. This is to teleport, all the frames and all the stuff that we had to do. And like, if you do this jump and hold backwards, you can teleport in this awkward ass place when you cross somebody up. So I was teaching my teammates all the tricks that I knew and stuff like that. We was just drilling that stuff to each other, and I'm like, fuck, I could have been using all this time to play Halo 3 instead. And so when I went back to play Halo 3, I was behind the curve. I was still a good shot, but I was behind the curve, and I wasn't good enough to be in one of the big teams. But I did practice with straight ripping. Me, Fatal Matt, and some of the other guys. We practiced and we played with straight rippings, like practice team.
Mm.
So how long would you say was your Shadowrun career? Yeah. Like from beginning.
Since release of the game. So when the game first came out, I played it and I liked it. I didn't understand the game, right? Because you have to. This is a different type of shooter, right? You have to most shooters you look left, right. That's it. Left, right, and watch your black. In this game, you gotta know if your opponent's coming from underneath you, from above you, because you can teleport. So it changes the dynamic of the game altogether. So what
Okay.
you know from a conventional shooter is gone.
Right.
So
So it took me a
what
while
year?
to adjust to that.
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna ask, like, what year did Shadowrun? Did they pull the plug on Shadowrun? I mean,
The 2008.
2008. Okay,
It's the
so
same year they took out Smash Brothers Melee.
Yeah, Melee was
also
because
from MLG.
there was a collusion thing with Melee, if I remember correctly.
No, I think it was Brawl. Brawl had the collusion.
Yeah. Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
I don't
no,
remember Brawl going MLG at all. I remember
Yeah,
Melee.
it
they
did.
did. It
Ball did.
was Mewtwo King
That
and
was
somebody
in.
else.
Yeah, that was like one of the first, if I can recall, the first Smash collusions to happen on like a pro stage. Yeah, I think it was like
I
the
remember one of the reasons why they took out Melee was because Brawl was coming out.
Right.
So
Yeah,
they
yeah.
swapped. Yeah, they weren't gonna have two of the same game. So that's the reason why Melee got taken out, which is the biggest mistake LG I feel they've done as a company. They should have kept Melee.
yeah.
Are they still like in business? Like,
MLG? Oh yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they still do tournaments.
Yep, they still do Halo tournaments.
Yeah,
That's,
and COD.
mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Shooters, mostly shooters.
all right. Well, thanks for that tidbit. I learned a lot about Shadowrun. Shit, my boy George was talking about it, but I never played it. He swore by that game. He's like, "Yo, man, Shadowrun." Oh, I was like, "All right, well,
Yeah,
shit, all right, it's legit."
yeah. If you one of those like unconventional shooter type of guys, if you play Titanfalls, that's unconventional shooting.
Right.
And even Titanfalls, that's the game you gotta watch all angles, right? Because people come from all angles in that game because of the whole grappling thing, the wall jumps, and the double jumps, and all that stuff. So you just gotta be on your toes. Yeah, I think for you, if you played the game, you'll enjoy it. You probably won't like it as much because it's so outdated.
I feel like we all have. I
I
think
don't know. Yeah,
we
because
grew up on that. So
yeah, like I think what was
Well,
it, a couple years ago we were running Perfect Dark on the rare replay. We was getting it in on that. So
I mean,
like
that's nostalgic at its best. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you can't get mad at Perfect Dark, and the movement in that game is so ridiculous. You can move so fast in Perfect Dark. Do you guys use the C buttons to move?
oh, now we were playing on the Xbox One,
Yeah,
that version.
Oh, the one with the they first introduced infection in that game, right?
Well, no, so it was the original, but it was on like Xbox One controllers. That's all.
Oh, they modified the controls.
Yeah, because they did Perfect Dark Zero, and then they had to actually patch the controls for Zero. So we didn't play Zero because the controls were like bad, but then they patched them to make them better later.
I gotta try that out. That's interesting. I didn't even know that existed. Look at that.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Something new. Yeah, no.
Yeah, to original point, we are not deterred.
Yeah.
What I mean by old school or outdated is the fact that every game now has a slide mechanic, right? There is no slide mechanic in that game because it's not from the era of the slide.
Oh no, that's fine.
Oh, the movement. Okay, the mechanics of the game itself is outdated, like from your conventional shooter today.
Yeah, correct. You know what I mean? You're not gonna move as crisp as before. The gravity in that game is a little bit lower than a little bit different from the other games like there are today, but the teleporting itself makes up for it, right?
Yeah, if we can figure out playing it, I'd be down to play.
Yeah,
They actually recently had a tournament about 3 months ago. They held an online tournament for the game, and I watched it. And the commentator was one of my boys. I'm like, yo, he's still playing this fucking game.
Damn.
That might have been a sign to reach out. Who knows, man? Hey, that could be your call sign, your bat signal.
Hell no, I can never go back to that again. As much as I love, I can't. Nah. I'm not the shot that I used to be. That's for sure.
Sounds like
and Rico, no, I got a decent shot. I'm pretty good, but I'm terrible now compared to what I was. Let's call
Yo,
them.
man, Rocky
Oh,
montage.
them old man hands, bro. I'm 33, man.
Damn, you old ass hamburger, bro. Damn. Hamburgers that old still around. Whoa.
But yeah, other than shooters, I play Smash. Obviously, I play Smash. I play
Yep,
with you
yep.
guys. That's how we met through Smash, which is a blessing.
It is indeed.
I met some good friends through that game. And I play League.
Yes, I
You
know that
also
as
play,
well.
yeah. You play League. I used to play with you. I don't know why we stopped playing, but we don't play anymore.
I fell out of league for like a couple of years. There was a time I just fell out of league and I stopped playing. Now I play now, but it's just like it's just also yeah I play now for fun and I play, but it's just weird that like league like I could stop playing this game for years and come back and it's like the game is still here. Never
Yeah,
had a game like that. So
I mean,
it's that game.
it invented a genre, right? The mobile genre. So
That Dota and yeah like that and it's just it's yeah its lifespan. It's already been 10 years. So it means we're gonna have plenty of chances to play some league. We will because
yeah, no
league's
doubt.
fun to me now. But even though it's busted, it's fun.
Yeah.
Word. All right, let's get into our main topics though.
Yep. That was what's
Especially
before with Mardo. Just want to throw that out there.
it's been a weird week. Especially the big news definitely is Joe Biden projected to be the president, man.
Didn't he win?
Nah, it's still projected.
Oh man, I hate Facebook. I hate Facebook.
Social media. No,
It's
I
not
guess
even just them.
Everybody's telling me he won.
mainstream media.
He won, right? And I'm like,
media.
Yeah, all the mainstream news outlets are calling it, but they're not done counting in the states that they've called.
But I feel you, man. Social media makes it like makes it believable, or yeah, you just like oh shoot, if everybody believes it, it has to be true.
I mean, if it's coming from multiple sources, right?
Right.
Right. So when it comes from like trusted news sources, then you think like, oh, okay, so this must be true, which the projections are showing that Biden is going to win. But if everybody remembers, same shit happened to Al Gore. He was projected the winner, and then Bush ended up taking Florida, and it was over. So history could very well repeat itself.
Whoa. Wait. Let's dial that back a little bit. Just so. Right, I believe there's like 3 states. There's Georgia. There's a couple states that are recounting. There's Nevada. I think it's like that finished counting, or this because Trump filed some cases. So there's states that have counted that's going to be because of Trump have to recount. There are states that just finished counting that might have to recount if it's one of the states in the that Trump's team is filing, his administration, they're like filing legal lawsuits against. So this is so Biden might. What I'm trying to say is Biden might just stay being projected until all that's solved.
Right.
So he's the projected president.
Right. They did the acceptance speech and stuff, but yeah, it's not solidified yet. Like if Trump would have conceded, then sure, but they're still not done counting everywhere. Like
that's crazy. You think they would have been done by now, right?
Yo, bro.
Right. They already counted.
There's
like
massive voter fraud, bro. Like,
76, is it 74 to 76 million votes? That's like, and I think that was just for Biden alone. And if they're still counting, and now they're saying, man, is this a repeat of 4 years ago if there's going to be voter fraud again?
Bro, I think there's voter fraud in like every election, bro.
At this point, it's the staple of the election. If it's not there, it's not a real election.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the way I feel about it.
Wait, hold on. You trying to tell me?
Bro, people put millions of dollars into their campaign. You don't think they're going to try to cheat to win?
You going to try to tell me after 40 shit? After 40 what elections? Yeah, it been cheating?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why not?
If you ain't cheating, you ain't playing.
What are you talking about?
Look. I play card games.
Cheating?
you all know that I play trading card games, and I always tell people the best players in every trading card game is a fucking cheater.
It's the straight out cheat.
He's a cheater. He cheats in some fashion. He may have a little bit of sleight of hand. He may stack a little bit. He might shuffle and stack, or he might just tell you the wrong card effect to his advantage because you didn't decide to read the card. You ever play? Someone will play. They'll play a card and they'll be like, "What is that?" And you'll tell him, "You ask, what does that card do?" And he'll tell you what it does, but he bends what the card does to his to his advantage. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen before. As a spectator, we're not allowed to say anything.
Right. Like if you're at like an official event, like a tournament.
If you're at an event and you're watching, you're not allowed to say anything. So I've seen people say, "This is what the card does," blah blah blah. And they'll tell you like half of what the card does. They'll tell you the full thing, and they end up winning. And you'd be like, "Why didn't you do that? You had the card in your hand." So, because you said this card did this. I'm like, "Yeah, but you can still do this because
Ooh.
So it's like
right. So to your point though, right? Even so if you saying this election was a card game, are you telling me being the projected winner may have they try to pull a sleight of hand on us on the card effect?
Yeah, but they ain't telling you the full truth. They're only telling you half the truth, half the effect. We want the full effect. I might have the negate in my hand. I'm just saying, I need to know.
Yeah, they're saying he's projected, so everybody's celebrating like, "Oh, Biden won!" And like the projected's in like size 3 Arial font.
You've gone to like stores and they'd be like 50% off in big ass letters. And then you read the very bottom
with the asterisk.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, come on, they're lying to you, bro. They're lying to you.
Bro, I don't think this is a situation like that. I think honestly, I don't know if you remember that Evo moment from 2015 where they're playing Guilty Gear. And,
stop.
And the dude pops off one round too early. My man jumps off the sticks after winning one round and starts celebrating, and he forgets that there's a whole nother round and he loses.
Especially
the most legendary moment
against Zeto or Eddie. Yep. You don't do that to Eddie. Eddie's gonna freaking 0 to death you, bro, in a heartbeat. Especially when you have full meter. You start out the match with full meter. Like, come on, man.
And just like you described it, that is actually what happened. He hit him with like the most niche special situation Eddie combo that he would only be able to hit if his opponent wasn't moving. And he did that exact, use the meter, like you said.
Yeah, like
and bodied him.
Like I said,
why are you standing up for?
All the top players and top whatever, they always cheat. Look at basketball, the bad boy Pistons. They cheated their ass off. They beat the shit out of Jordan and Pippen, all right?
Yeah, Jordan was good. Yo, my man Jordan had to hit the gym.
The next year, Jordan came back, a different Jordan. You're like, who is this dude? He had muscles on top of muscles. He was ready for the bad boys.
Dennis Rodman was bullying his ass, and then he became a Bulls.
Bully.
I'm not making this up. I mean, it doesn't have to be a blatant cheat. It can be a flop.
Real rap.
Look at LeBron. Yo, he didn't even touch you. Why are you covering your eyes like he hit your eyes, LeBron? I seen it in slow mo.
Nah, man. It's, just like you said, man. It's all about how you're able to spin it. If you're able to spin it.
There you go. That's the best word.
Spin it, man. Spin it to win it. Like in League. About Garen, you spin to win.
I seriously think it'd be hilarious, and this might actually happen since they didn't officially call the race, but man, imagine what's going to happen if Trump runs his back.
This is literally wrestling.
If my man Biden took his hands off the controller and started celebrating.
Trump somehow he's an Eddie player.
All you see is the hack.
Who would have thought?
The mega hat go back on his head.
He does the Ash Ketchum. He's like, He's like, he shouldn't have done that. Biden.
Oh no, he said that. I choose you, America.
Trumpers, man.
I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care who wins. I'm still gonna be broke tomorrow.
That was probably the realest thing I heard today.
You know?
Oh man.
Like every election, everybody goes nuts about it. I'm like, yo, but your life hasn't changed. You're still gonna be a pothead. Like, what difference does it make? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of these people, like, your life has not changed. Why are you complaining? Just do something about it.
Yeah, man. This shit's turning into cults, bro.
It's sports.
But I will say it has been super. This has been the most entertaining one of them.
Yes,
so far,
bro. People are hyper emotional about this, but it's funny.
The Hillary one was pretty funny, and it was like she was probably the worst of the two evils. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's probably why he won. But this one has been hilarious as hell. The memes are ridiculous. Y'all seen the memes?
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh, the memes are funny as hell.
Everything from Thanos to I mean, no, I've seen way too many Avenger memes. From Thanos to Lord of the Rings.
Like, I haven't seen that one. Oh, that gotta be funny.
Some Lord of the Rings ones. They're bro.
That gotta be funny.
They caliente, bro. I know you know. I gotta bring them. I'll show you some later, man. I gotta remind me.
But what do you guys think? Do you guys think Biden's still gonna actually be declared the winner?
I feel like what's gonna happen is they're gonna be a declare of a recount.
Yeah, they already recounted some states.
So yeah, I mean, I won't be surprised if he wins.
Yeah,
honestly, I won't be surprised. And if he wins, that's cool. You know,
if Trump wins after a recount, you will never hear the end of it. Nope. Ever.
Nope.
I mean,
he's gonna have the clear face all year. He's gonna be like
blasphemy. That's it.
Bro, my man's gonna be in the ring with his WWE Championship belt.
All up in everybody's grill.
Gonna have the
oh man,
the Hulk Hogan music.
Yo, you see that Conor McGregor video where he's in the ring, he just won, and he's like, and I'd like to take this time to apologize to absolutely fucking nobody. That's how Trump's gonna be.
Oh no.
No, Conor McGregor's that dude. He's hilarious with that little walk that he does with his arms.
Bro, oh my God, we'll never hear the end of it if Trump wins, like after a recount.
Oh, since we're talking about Conor, right? What is you guys' opinion on Khabib retiring?
Oh yeah, we actually talked about that our last episode, actually, about him retiring.
Oh, did y'all?
He earned it. He earned it.
Because I don't think he's gonna retire. I think he's gonna go 30-0.
So I would like for him to go 30-0, but I think at least right now he's gonna step away.
And this is why I think he's gonna go 30-0, because his dad wanted him to be 30-0 before he retired. And he loves his dad a lot and respects his dad. He only retired because his mom was the one that asked him. But if his dad's dying wish was for him to be 30-0, I think he's gonna be 30-0, and ain't nobody gonna stop him.
Yeah, I think he might just take like a year or something to really register it, and it might come back to round out that 30-0. Cause I was in the same boat. I feel like 29-0 is a little incomplete, but regardless, he's undefeated. He's earned that. You know what I mean?
True. So he earned the right to make whatever choice he wants, but I think, like you said, there's probably a very strong chance, that he's gonna return to the ring, get that 30th win for his.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it at least for me, man.
For you?
Do it for the burger. He just do it for the burger. You know,
for the bagger. That's actually one of his favorite things to eat is burgers. By the way, I don't know if you knew that. After every fight, he goes and eat burgers.
Sounds like you need to talk to him. What are you talking to us? You need to talk. Yeah. You need to talk to Khabib, bro.
Man, that's my dude.
Um,
Khabib and Adesanya. Oof, Adesanya, that's that guy, man.
and there
Uh,
was
speaking of battles, uh, really quick, rest in peace, Alex Trebek, man, losing this battle to cancer.
Oh, he died to cancer.
Yeah, he's
pancreatic
80.
cancer.
Well, I mean, fuck. I thought it was COVID.
No, and then I think we missed it last week. Did we talk about Sean Connery, man?
No, no. I feel like it. No, we didn't talk about his passing.
Yeah, rest in peace to him too.
Yeah,
Bull was 90.
yeah, he was
Yeah.
90 as well. So
Talk about
like
losing two greats, huh? In the same,
2 weeks.
I won't say the same month, but Jesus.
No, they were like a week apart.
Actually, no, literally a week
Legit a
apart.
week apart.
Oh man.
Sean Connery and Alex Trebek.
Bro, Jeopardy's not gonna be the same.
Nope. And
Bro,
now who we got left? Passe Jack.
who's gonna replace him though? You know what I mean?
That's the big question. I wonder. I feel like it's too. I think it's raw. I think it's people are still coming to terms with it.
Right.
So, but I like you said, I do wonder who they're gonna put in.
I would never want to be that guy to try to fill his shoes. Like it's kind of like Will Smith. You know, like he played the role of Genie. I'm like, damn, Will, why you do it?
Right.
No matter,
Robert Williams did a great
it's
job.
it's like no matter how good you are, Will,
you're gonna fall short almost.
we're gonna hate it. You know what I mean? And I think he did a great job, but it ain't. It's not. You know, it's not Robin Williams. Unfortunately, that movie should never have been made.
What I will say, Drew Carey is doing a good job on The Price is Right.
But you see, it was like the guy passed the torch to Drew, so it's
right. So it's different.
Yeah, it wasn't like now you gotta fill in the shoes.
Yeah, now it's yep, and it's a one size, so hopefully it fits. Hope it fits.
You know, actually, now that I think about it, I'm more worried about the guy, the announcer. Whoever has to replace the announcer has a tough job. Because how are you gonna bring in a brand new car like to follow up that? He's just like, yeah, this toaster, this trip to Hawaii, in a brand new car.
A brand new car. Take it away, Bob. yo, you ain't lying. Holy shit.
He says that like a combo breaker, bro.
Yeah, you know how you replace that, right? You got to clip it. You got to clip it. That's it. Every time you hear it, it's a soundboard. New car.
The computers, you know what to do.
So I used to have a YouTube channel called Sigma Gaming with my teammates and whatnot back in the day. And we had a friend who used to always hang out with us. And we wanted to do an interview for him. But he was part of this team called Team Shockwave. And we don't like Team Shockwave. But we cool with Homeboy. You know, again, he's one of our homeboys. And so what we wanted to do is when he introduced himself as Chris Dominguez from Team Shockwave, we were going to edit the Team Shockwave out and add Sigma Gaming.
Dog.
That's funny.
And then send it to them too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
and
guys, check this out.
Chris Dominguez some Sigma Gaming.
Nah, but who do you guys think would be a good fit to take over Alex Trebek, man? I feel like the Bond torch has been taken care of well since Sean Connery. Even though like the new Bond is getting mixed reactions, but
to be honest, right?
Let me get her name. She was in Black. She was in Black Lightning. That's how I've seen her. She was like really surprising.
Yeah, but who could we get for Alex Trebek?
And bring her up.
To be honest, right? When you think about Alex Trebek, what do you remember him saying?
He's had some like quips of humor, but he's never had like a catchphrase or anything. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So at this point, anyone could fill the shoes.
Yeah, but they have to have the same kind of dry charisma he has. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's it. So you
can't throw like Wayne Brady in there.
Why not?
Because he's like too much of a comedian. You know what I mean? Like
you need someone like poised, someone that's like,
She needs someone that's British.
oh
No,
no,
because he was
don't do it.
Canadian. He was American Canadian. Well, yeah, he was Canadian.
But I know what you're trying to say there, Mardo. Stop it. Don't bring that into. Yo, I'll be so mad, Mardo.
I'll let it. I'll let it go. I'll let it go this time.
He's gonna
Stanza.
You know, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
huh?
He
Who's
should
that?
do it.
Who's that? Like that name rings a bell. Who's that?
He's like the Black Bill Nye, and I was gonna say Bill Nye the Science Guy, but you know what? He's basically the Black Bill Nye, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
That's not helping a lot. Thanks, appreciate it.
I can't. It's hard to explain. Like
What show is he in? A show, movie?
Nah,
TV series?
he's just like a
figure.
smart. He's a smart nigga, bro. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh wait!
One
Like
way to say it.
he's
One way
the
to
dude
say it.
with the T-shirt, right?
He has T-shirts. Yeah.
He was also, I think he's in the Joe Rogan podcast at one
Yo,
point.
do you
He
got?
did go on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah. He's fucking hilarious. Always with the like his jokes are always scientific jokes.
Right.
They're asshole like.
I feel like he could do that.
That's a good. I actually did not think of him. That's a really good one.
I
I say like Bill Nye.
No, he's you know, I don't want to say.
Even if you got the guy who plays Sheldon.
Right? He's
way out.
Yeah. He's on his way out. Like, you know.
Hear that, Bill? this burger over here says, "I'll see you soon."
You know who actually might be interesting? If you got like Ryan Reynolds. No, I don't think he would do it.
Hell
I don't
no.
think he'd do it. But it might be interesting.
I hate Ryan Reynolds.
Jeopardy's not.
The only good thing that Ryan Reynolds ever did was Deadpool, and it's because Deadpool's just as annoying as he is.
Oh, wow.
Damn,
bro,
this hamburger got some hot sauce.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, everything that Ryan Reynolds done, acted, and was in, he always played the same character, obnoxious as fuck.
He plays himself.
Yes, and everything. And so Deadpool made sense. It was a perfect fit for him. Everything else, I fucking hate him. I mean, not personally hate him, but I hate him
Exactly.
acting-wise. Yeah. So no, I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night, turn on the TV, and hear fucking Ryan Reynolds. All right.
Jeopardy. No, like no. Yeah, nah. His demeanor does not fit like Jeopardy's.
Well, it better not be no fucking Ryan Seacrest or nothing.
Nah, it's not gonna be that type of. It's gonna be somebody that you can that like.
It needs to be someone young. All right,
Nick Cannon.
He's on his way out too.
Whoa! What do you?
What?
Who you been talking to? What do you know?
He's sick, man.
Nick Cannon's not sick.
Yes, he is.
Who you been talking to? Who's this burger been talking to?
Yo, what? What's that disease that he got?
What's the scoop?
This nigga said, "What diseases do he got?"
No. He has this thing. He's sick, Nick. I'll Google
it. Damn.
Dave Chappelle.
Nah, my vote's Neil deGrasse Tyson. I can't think of anybody else.
That's a good. Nah,
or maybe the actor who plays Sheldon. That might be interesting for the dry humor. I forget Bull's name.
Oh, he has lupus.
He ain't dying for no lupus.
He has lupus.
Yeah, but okay. So does Selena Gomez. Mad other people.
Yeah, like in his kidneys, bro.
Nigga said Lupus Fiasco.
No, you said that. No, you said that.
I heard it from under the pickles.
First of all, I ain't got no pickles, right? I don't do pickles.
Lupus Fiasco.
Maybe the mustard, but not the pickles.
He was like, "How do you know I have the best and most honest pickles around?"
I'm telling you, man. That's why he been putting mad work. He's on his way out, bro.
Nah, that's a hot take. If I ever heard a hot take, Lupus Fiasco, you gotta chill. All right. Rest in peace again to Alex Trebek. Rest in peace to Sean Connery. Man, legend in the acting game.
Let's get Betty White. She's never going out.
She's living forever.
She's a fucking vampire, I swear to God.
Let's make a transition to this Hall of Lame really quick. So let me just get this Hall of Lame out of the way. This week's Hall of Lame. Let's see here. Let me get this Shadowrun off the screen and let me boom. This week's Hall of Lame is going to our good friend Pam Keith of Florida. She's a United States House of Representative candidate, and as you may already know, she's a candidate, and she didn't actually win, and she's going to remain a candidate for the foreseeable future. She gets Hall of Lame this week because despite the results of the election, she just has some dumb shit to say. So she tweeted on November 5th, 91% of black women voted for Biden because we love everyone. 20% of black men voted for Trump because they hate black women. Thank you to the 80% of brothers who stand with us and for us. Now, before we dissect how dumb that shit sounds, let me read that to you again, but in a different way. So, let's say 91% of black men voted for Biden because we love everyone. 20% of black women voted for Trump because they hate black men. Thank you to the 80% of women who stand with us and for us. If I tweeted that out, I would be canceled. But because she flipped it and she put it on black men, she's just been getting thousands of likes and retweets.
Is she white?
No, she's black.
Of course. Of course.
Yep.
It makes sense.
Listen,
I got nothing to say.
Yeah, I mean,
I got you.
It's to be expected.
Don't worry.
You know what I mean?
We'll continue on with this.
The burger, guys.
I am just more disappointed than anything that a 50-year-old black woman decided that this is the thing to go. Especially, with all the division in the black community, you just add on to it. It doesn't help where, even Maxine Waters decided she wants to shame black men into voting for Biden. It's ridiculous. It's almost like people, especially black women who want you to vote for Biden, don't have anything to say besides you're not black or you're you're horrible and you don't like us if you vote for Trump. It's like,
yo, why don't you just have a good campaign? You know what I mean?
Like, are you saying like they don't have a good argument?
Why can't we vote for the person with the best campaign? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
right? There's no argument behind it except for just, oh, well, you know what? You're against us if you're not voting for Biden. It's like, bro,
you hate black women, so that's why you voted for Biden. What? When the hell does Biden have anything about hating black women in his campaign?
Yeah, like,
you watched his campaign. Clearly, you did it.
No, so they're saying that Trump hates black women. Well, so if you vote Trump, then you hate black women, basically.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but when was Trump spitting out hate black women?
Exactly. Trump's the only candidate that we've saw that actually, put out some things in place of a plan for Black America to help people own more of it rather than be dependent on systems like welfare and WIC that, the Democrats put in place. So I think it's odd that like immediately, 20% of black men hate black women. But mind you, she said 91% of black women voted Trump. So the black women don't hate everybody that voted Trump. They still love everybody regardless. It's the black men, the 20% that voted Trump.
And that's probably why 20% of black men hate black women, because of thinking like that.
Right. And this is why I said last episode, men are not fit to lead, and especially not women. Like this, I'm not saying all, but this is a perfect case as to why they're not. Because, like, why would you sit here? Mind you, I had to scroll through, like, hours of tweets. Like, you're sitting here in your feelings on Twitter. You're an adult. You're older. Like, you're, like, twice my age, damn near. And you're sitting here acting like a young-ass girl, like, tweeting dumb shit like this.
Just take your L with dignity, nigga. Damn.
Yeah, just go out. Just take the L. Hold that.
I'm like, and guess who you lost to in Florida?
Don't drag
an old
any
white man. So the people who didn't vote for you must also hate black women. Or maybe just you're not a strong enough candidate. Or maybe it's your behavior on Twitter and stuff like that, which is not getting you these votes.
Her campaign game
was... Why couldn't she say that? Why couldn't she also said, like, and look, and all, then does that mean all the other white men or other people, other men of other races who also voted for Trump, does that also mean they hate black women? And if it does, then your observation is, like, moot. Like, what are you saying? God. You're not really saying anything.
Right. Because we're being honest here. It's like, the 80% or the, you know, the 91% of black women that voted for Biden might hate black men because Biden's responsible for the 94 crime bill that enforced harsher sentences on black men for charges that they would have for drugs and stuff like that, which got flooded into our communities. So do you hate black men because of these things? Because his children got caught with drugs and didn't do time. But we could get caught with drugs back then and do 40 years for like weed. So like, it sounds a lot more like self-hate coming from the women's side than the men's side. It's like, come on now. Like, this is stupid. Like, I'm not an emotional voter. We've talked about the dangers of being an emotional voter. And if your leaders or elected parties are going to be emotional about it, then you don't deserve our fucking votes. So she lost and she deserved to lose saying dumb shit like this.
Ooh.
You right over there, Rico?
I'm good. It's just, come on, bro. Like, and we talk about this all the time. It's like, especially like now, it's like, bro, like they always talk about like try to shame people of color into voting the way they want to, and no one comes with facts. It's like, what is Biden doing for black people?
I feel like
and to say and just to say to put a, you mean you got a for they, you're talking about the
social media
in this case, yeah.
But like, why is it only black men? What? So like, what happened with the Latinos, right?
You know what it is that like the 13% of the population we are is like the hardest. Like, so Trump is like, basically Republicans are trying to reach more black like voters because we've been conditioned to vote Democrat. So basically, you know, people are opening their eyes to more Republican views, and it's like, oh, okay, like I don't want to be dependent on the system, like things like ownership and like, you know, Second Amendment rights, freedom of speech are stuff that I actually like want to protect. So then like, because people are hardwired to think Democrat, you know, they're shaming them. It's like, oh, well, why are you voting Trump? Like, sure, like I might not like agree with everything Trump does, but Republican views I do agree with some, and that may be enough for some people to vote Republican regardless of whether it's Trump or whoever else comes next. Like, it's just stupid. Like, people are just conditioned to shame you for being different.
You know what's funny? I have a Trump pop figure in my room.
You heard it here first. The burgers love Trump.
Yo,
I'm enjoying this, and I don't care for either red and blue. I mean, either wing, they're on the same bird. You know?
Right.
So like, so this is a story behind that pop figure.
So, but to like, that point.
Oh, my bad.
No. No, actually, no. What were you saying?
No, I was saying there's a story behind that pop figure. I'll let you finish, and I'll tell you the story real quick.
No, I want to hear the story. I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask.
I know you guys are wondering, like, why do you have that in your room?
Nah, knowing you, no, not even that. Actually, knowing you, there is a story. Knowing Mardo, there's a story behind it.
I used to work in the Square One Mall in Saugus, as you know, because I used to work for Metro, so I had a kiosk. And there was a friend of mine who went to GameStop. You know how GameStop's giving out people like points to, you know, like I don't know what it is. They give you some type of points. I don't understand the whole GameStop game. I don't
buy stuff from them.
No, I think it's like whenever you buy games or whatever, and you use your GameStop membership.
Card,
yeah. You get reward points, and you can redeem those to get pop figures. So around the election time for Hillary and Trump, my friend decided to use those points to get a pop for himself. And as a joke, he bought me a Trump one. Came back to my kiosk. It's like, hey, man, happy birthday. Because around that time, my birthday was coming up. And he bought me the little Trump pop figure. And I was like, I thought to me it was the funniest shit ever. And I used to live with my sister at the time, and I put the Trump pop figure in the kitchen table, and she was like, "Who the fuck has this goddamn Trump shit in my fucking table?" Grabbed the pop figure and threw it. I'm like, "Yo, that's my gift. Yo, why you throw my gift?"
And I'm knowing you. You're like, "Yo, someone gave that to me for my birthday."
That's my birthday present. And she's like, "Yo, I don't want this shit in my house." And because she hated it so much, I loved it even more. So every morning for the next, like, you know, until the election was over, I will leave that pop figure on the table just to see what the hell she's gonna do about it.
And who knew a piece of plastic would have just ruined her day? You're just like,
Oh,
I
that
can't
that
fuck
pop
this.
figure is worth money. By the
They
way,
are.
Right.
it's like
The
it's like
ones that-
$300 for that one.
Wait, that one is worth $300
Specifically, the one that I got. Yeah,
Oh shit.
because it was from the 2016 election,
yeah.
bruh.
But it's not the gold one. The gold one's worth like $1,000. Like the one that's covered in gold.
There's a golden Trump.
Well,
pop figure.
yeah, a golden pop one. Because they always do that. They always they make them gold colored, not real gold, but they just color them in gold.
Man, that sounds like Trump in real life. But no, what?
they should have had the Cheeto colored, man. I would have bought that. Hell yeah.
I would have bought that.
I ain't gonna lie.
This is a lifelike model.
Look, guys. I don't care about politics. I don't vote. I never vote. Like I said before, I will still be broke tomorrow. Doesn't matter unless the president or whoever's running the campaign shows up to my house with a motherfucking check. I ain't voting for your ass.
Yeah, so I don't get too invested into it, but it's just like, come on, man. Like, to wrap up the Hall of Fame thing, like, you know, this kind of division, especially among like, you know, our own race, is like stupid, and like that's like highly like it just seems like somebody hurt her. I don't know who, because she like her Twitter fingers was going off on the 5th, so I'm like, I don't know, maybe she was going through something. But yeah, like that kind of division is not something I want to see from someone running in office. Like, that's stupid. So maybe change your attitude and then win next time. But yeah, that's been your Hall of Fame.
Yeah, that is fucking lame. I could agree. I accept this Hall of Fame. I'm going to promote it.
Burger approved. Mardo burger.
Jeez, burger approved. That deserves a bacon strip.
Signs it with a bacon strip. I'm so mad.
Yeah.
Yep, my seal of approval.
Bacon strip.
It's like a drop. It's like a splatter of ketchup on there.
You gotta add that to the segment.
That's nice.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, that'd be hilarious.
Yo, but real rap, man. Yo, man. I mean, my man Tax once again hitting us with a good old Hall of Fame of truth for y'all. Because it really don't, at the end of the day, it really don't matter if you really causing division with that type of energy. You're part of the problem, not the solution. Take an L like a winner.
Right.
You could take an L like a winner. If you take an L like a loser, you just this weird and worse.
Yeah, it's
just take an L like a winner.
It's like L's are adhesive. You know, you peel back the tape, apply it firmly to your chest, and then just hold it.
Eventually, it's gonna fall off.
Yeah.
And that's all up to you. That is completely up to you how that L affects you. But you chose it to let you affect you like that. So choose to let it get to your feelings.
If you stare at the L long enough, it'll turn into a W.
Who told you that lie?
He told himself, as you can see. But and I totally support all that toxic behavior. But no, but this is not the type. But I'm just saying, that type of L, if that's really how she felt, like, why would I want someone like that as my president?
Yeah, that's hella wicked, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
no, she wasn't a president. She was a House of Representatives candidate for Florida.
House of Representatives.
I don't want her in any house. Not with that. That's bullshit, dude.
Dang, he said I don't even want her in my house.
Hell no. That's to me, that's blatant racism right there. That's the way I see it. That's racism.
Well, it's not racist because she's a black woman, but anyway.
No. Yeah. That's another topic. That's another topic.
Right.
That topic pisses me off. Oh my god.
But let's shift gears into our last segment for our gaming segment, because we're coming up on time soon.
In other news, the sky is falling.
Here's some interesting things. As I put this on the screen, Xbox has actually pulled out a Xbox refrigerator. It's an Xbox Series S on X. Sorry,
I can't see that. Let me Google.
Yeah, so Snoop got it. A couple other people got them, and Man, it's crazy. They have a trailer for it too, but that thing is like kind of husky. They had an Xbox Series X cake in there, I think. Uh,
What? That's
yeah,
lit. Yo,
I
hold
mean,
up. That's
it's a
lit. That
box.
fridge is lit.
yeah.
It's
And then
of
they
a
have
box. I'm
yo,
lucky that guy. This was just a box, guys. But go continue. Continue.
yeah. Some of the features of this is like true 4K eating, cold delivery, and luxury quiet design. Um, which is interesting. But damn, there's mad orange juice in there. Like, well, Snoop specifically has like mad orange juice. It looks like a whole cake, which is crazy. And then there's mad eggs. Like, that's wild, bro. Like, they
Yeah,
went grocery shopping for you too.
bro.
That's crazy, bro.
I
Where's
need
that
to.
asterisk? Where I'm just
I'm gonna
waiting for that asterisk. Like none of that food is coming with the fridge. Like none.
Rico. I'm gonna send you this picture and look at this refrigerator. Look what's inside that refrigerator. Send it to you right now. I
Wait, let
hope
me
you
guess.
see
It's
it.
you? Are you inside the refrigerator?
No, no, no.
No, so they do have a picture. They do have some of the fridges that have. Yeah, that's. Oh, so yeah, so they have different ones per person. So Snoop Dogg's has like mad water and some other stuff in there, but that one specifically has like Monster Energy and stuff like that. Like there's a whole bunch of stuff.
You not see the Xbox inside the refrigerator?
Yeah, I'm saying. That's what I was saying. Like there, some of them have like an actual Xbox in there, and then there's a cake
Why?
in there
Why
too.
is there an Xbox in the refrigerator?
It's
It's
like
in there. Chilling.
surprise, we gave you a six
Does
foot.
the
Just
cooler
chilling.
system not work?
Chilling.
Just in case you need to cool off your Xbox, man, put it in the fridge.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
But what's more ridiculous, that or a PlayStation ski suit? Because like PlayStation's selling a skiing suit, which is kind of wild.
What?
Wait,
Y'all hitting me
I
with
gotta
all
see.
the craziness.
Send me the link. I want to see how it looks like. Since I'm actually look it up myself. Hold on.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Only because I can't keep. It's gonna fuck
No,
up the
that's fine.
production.
That's yeah.
No, I got you.
But honestly, the ski suit looks kind of lit.
PS5 ski suit.
See, that's different though. That's fashion. Like that's fashion,
I don't know
right?
about the pants and the cuffs though. They did too much, but
Oh, okay. That's not that bad. That's actually more acceptable than like refrigerator.
yeah. But I need a new
Wait,
fridge.
it costs as much as a piece.
I mean, but the fridge looks dope. So like, I think both of them are both acceptable. You know, that's the way I see it. So,
But which one would you get?
The fridge. The fridge.
I'd get the fridge.
What the
Wait,
fuck?
how much is the fridge? Is it cost as much as the Xbox?
I don't think the fridge is for sale. I think that was just like a couple runoff things. That's an expensive promo thing. Let me be honest. Cause they send a couple fridges off. But
I ain't gonna lie though, those pants are dope. I'll rock those pants.
I feel like the cuffs of the pants and the sleeves were a little bit much, but everything else looked smooth.
Are you looking at? See, I don't know what you're looking at. I might
I'm
be
looking
something
at one.
completely
This
different.
is list of
Or
chickens.
like at the bottom, it has all these lines and it tries to put the button shapes on there too. It's a
I don't
white
see
girl
that.
wearing it.
Yeah, it's a white girl wearing it.
Okay, I thought you was talking about this. This is what popped up on their website.
Oh, hold on, you sent it to me.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not the same thing. It's an
Okay.
actual ski suit. Yeah, it's like if you go in their store.
You're talking about the one with the white girl on it, right?
Yeah,
All right, cool. Yeah, hell no, I wouldn't wear that.
right. What you sent, I'd rock. But that ski outfit, I'm like, they could have made that a little better. So yeah, I'm going fridge.
Dude, the fridge looks dope. That shit looks dope.
Yeah,
It,
no,
looks, it actually looks
it's
like my PC.
huge. It's a 1-to-1. I read that it's a 1-to-1 scale of the Xbox Series like console.
That's lit.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I was just saying. I know we talked before. Oh, my fault again.
no, and it lights up. It does it lights up. It does everything as if the console would, like aesthetically, but it's a fridge.
Yeah, I know we talked about it before, where we were like, "Yo, Microsoft needs to like make themselves look cool." But that's actually pretty cool. Not that that's like, you know, the level of like pulling Travis Scott in, but that's a cool gesture there.
Main cat is Jack.
I mean, like this is something that you'll see like
But it's-
those MythBuster guys make. You know what I mean? Something that's like in house only.
I would have liked to see them do a
Spec-
making of video.
of a fridge.
Yeah. How did they make the fridge? How is it so cold? Where's the ice?
Someone's playing a dangerous
See, the moment
game.
people lose interest, the moment it started, it's like, you see, it's the first thing we did. We went to a third party. People's like, all right, I lost interest.
No, if they would have done one of those time lapses, like I don't want the play by play, but just time lapses of
Yeah,
how
like
they
a
design
like,
stuff.
like a 2-minute time lapse.
Yeah, or even them like,
But
after they do that,
accurate?
filling up the fridge or something like that. That'd be cool.
Someone of an intern making laps fast forwarded of them putting mad eggs and water in the fridge. You trying to see that?
Really, you can time lapse that under like 5 minutes, like from creation to like filling it up.
Well, they can time lapse the important things.
Right,
People-
exactly. And then they gave one to Snoop, man. You could have had him like crip walking and stuff, saying for shizzle.
Could have a time
That
lapse
costed
Snoop
extra.
opening
I
the
bet
fridge.
Xbox is
You
not
know what I
gonna do
mean?
all that. They're like, man, you seen this itinerary for Snoop?
Oh,
If you want to
or-
buy 2 minutes, buy 30 seconds, not even 2 minutes, 30 seconds of him crip walking. You see these rates? They're like,
they could have made a Snoop
Who got
Dogg
raped?
react video.
man, I like Snoop got rates.
I think he might have done something, but it wasn't the same as if like he, they pulled up on him with it like pre-COVID or something, and it's like, here you go, big dog, and
You
then
think
he
Snoop
passed him a blunt.
Crip walk on the strength for anyone like that? You think Snoop with a crip from Microsoft? Crip walk?
Oh shit. Oh yeah, I'm going fridge, man. Sorry, ski suit costs damn near a PS5, and
Yeah.
nowhere near as fun.
I mean,
And I'm like, yeah, I don't
you know
ski.
why it costs a PS5. You know what I mean? Like, ski suits are expensive. Period.
Right.
So wait,
Look, I mean, look. Let me be honest. I would go for the ski suit if I was a skier.
Nah, I think I'd still buy other ski suits. I don't think it's that crazy. Like,
But I'm
it's
saying, like,
alright.
if I was a person who skied on a daily all the time, like that was my profession. Yeah, I'll rock it. I'll get it. Over the fridge, definitely. But the fridge is more useful. You know what I mean?
My man goes skiing.
eat your food.
He has the choice.
Get food. That's basically your house. You're buying a mansion. That's what it is to you. That's different. Like, we're buying something to store food. You're buying your luxury dream house.
All right,
peep game.
I got to put my lettuce, my tomatoes in there. All right, my hamburger meat.
No,
Pause. Stop. I'm now. We didn't. This is a family podcast. All right, we don't want to hear all that about your movie.
no, peep game, right?
I was talking about
He's
that.
out on this, like, he's about to go out on the slopes, right? A weekend over in somewhere that's cold and he can ski. And he's just like, I could buy this ski suit or I can buy a new fridge. So he buys the ski suit. He has a great weekend skiing with that ski suit. He comes home, all the food in his fridge is spoiled because his refrigerator died. And now he's like, damn, I put too much money into this ski suit to replace my fridge. I can't.
Yeah, get a refund, bro.
No, the only thing I could do now is go back and ski some more. And so he leaves, turns around, closes his door.
He tries to return the ski suit, and they were like,
Hey.
"Well, we can give you $100 store credit," and they're gonna turn around and sell that for $5
Oh,
pre-owned.
nah, who told you to buy that ski suit at GameStop?
Besides,
That was the first mistake.
my fat ass don't fit no ski suits anyway.
Oh, he's a quarter pounder, dog. He's like, I ain't.
That's Angus. That's an Angus third pounder over there.
Oh my god, y'all too much right now.
But you guys let us know. Which one would you drop bread on? Not physical bread.
We're gonna
Wow, all right, no
start
more
the
food
civil
jokes.
war. We're gonna start the civil war of the ski
But
versus
how
the
much money would y'all really? Would y'all buy the suit? Would you buy the fridge? Would y'all buy both? Would you even buy any of them? Let us know in the chat, in the comments.
Another thing too. Well, to end that really quick, people are getting their hands on the PS5 and Xbox Series X early. Impressions on the controllers and stuff have been pretty good. I will talk about it more next week when more people get it in their hands. Because a lot of people are influencers that have it, and I don't really trust influencers all like that. So
Yeah, I think there's one. There's like
Facts.
Marquise Brown. I can't. I don't know if I say his name. He's a like a black.
MKBHD. Yeah,
Maybe I don't look at I don't look at his channel. I just see like suggestions. 'Cause,
yeah, yeah. That's him. Yeah,
yeah,
Marquez
he has like an
Brownlee.
11 million viewer video with like of the PS5 unboxing or like looking at it. And I was like, damn, this is
Yeah,
yeah
he's somebody I trust his reviews on, but I haven't watched it.
okay. That was the one review I've seen come up in like my YouTube feed.
But yeah, more on that next week.
Yep.
Uh, really quick. Here's an interesting one. Mardo, I'm gonna have you take lead on this a bit, but Halo Infinite. So there is no more customization of your armor, like colors and stuff, how it used to be. Uh, Allegedly now they're going the way of shaders, similar to how like Destiny and Destiny 2 have, and these are paid cosmetics. Also, there's a possibility that Halo Infinite could be a battle royale and free to play.
Now that I can talk about. I ain't talking about no shaders, because that's garbage. I don't know what they're thinking, and they just try to milk people. But I understand why that they took out the color customization if they're going for a free to play model, because they got to make some money somehow. So I respect that, but it's garbage. Those shaders better be godlike. You know what I mean?
I still like the customization better than anything.
Of
I
course,
need
of
it
course. Who
can't
doesn't?
I don't want it to be
Now,
just a battle royale.
can I still pick my armor the way I want it and put a shader on it? If that's the case, I'm okay with that. It's not that bad, right? It don't sound too terrible. And is all the shaders purchase? Right? Like, do I have to purchase it, or can I unlock them?
Right.
So that I don't know yet. They haven't really talked much about it. But the whole battle royale aspect of it, because I'm a big fan of battle royale. I don't know about you guys. I love BRs. They're some of my favorite games right now. And Halo's always been one of my favorite games. So seeing that in a BR would be godlike.
Honestly, that shit's gonna be hella toxic. A Halo battle royale, bro. All you're gonna see is people just jumping around, throwing nades. Like,
Oh
it
no.
might as well not put any other gun in there except for a battle rifle and maybe a sniper, and just let people go to town. Like, that's gonna be hella toxic, bro. Like, if you thought you were called the N word before, wait until you hear it now in a battle
But
royale.
now that you mentioned that, now my curiosity is, what guns are they gonna have? Are the guns gonna be customizable? Is your BR gonna have a scope? Is your BR gonna have the ability to shoot 3 shots, or is it gonna be a DMR that can turn into a BR?
Right.
You know what I mean? So what are they gonna do? It's still up in the air, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more content coming out, or stuff that's gonna be released about it.
Right.
Because like I said, I love BRs and I love Halo. Putting them both together might be the greatest thing on the planet, or it might be the worst thing on the planet.
Yeah,
Mm.
so for me it's like I've heard I mean I've read some things from last year where apparently they denied that they might go the battle royale route, but things change. So I wouldn't mind a mode, but for that to be the whole game that'd be a little weird. On the shaders thing though, shaders could work if they do it how they did in Destiny 1, or you can do a shader per piece rather than like how they do on Destiny 2 where the shader like
Well,
does it all on its own.
they were talking about, you can have, so some shaders, or so they're gonna add some stuff where you can add like a scratch mark. You know what I mean? Like, imagine like a big ass monster gave you a claw mark on your suit, so now you have this big scar on your suit.
Yeah.
So that's like a shader as well,
Okay.
which I think is dope. Having a fucking mask with a big ass hole in it, it just shows some kind of uniqueness to your suit. So I think that's gonna be sick. Like I said, I look forward to what they're gonna do, and I hope it's good, man. Because the last few Halos has not been good. You know, at this point, I'm almost not even a fan anymore because they keep fucking it up.
Yeah, I did enjoy Guardians for what it was, but I really was more looking forward to the Master Chief Collection. And I
Yes.
remember Christmas that day where I downloaded it or like around that time I had downloaded it and it was just buggy and all that, all hell. They fixed it a lot and it's coming for Xbox Series X, so I'm excited to give it another shot. But I do
Bro,
hope that they turn it around.
when I got that collection, it took forever to find a match.
Right.
I was in the search for like I shit you not. I'm not even over exaggerating. You know, Arlen can vouch for me. Everybody can vouch for me. For a half hour, I was watching an episode of Yu Yu Hakusho, and I watched the full episode before I could even find a game.
Yeah, there was a
That's
lot wrong with it. But I actually want to play that again because especially since they have it on PC. And apparently they fixed Halo 3. So that's interesting. But yeah, I don't know with 343 like Guardians was cool, but it didn't like blow me away. I didn't even do the campaign to be honest with you.
I hope that the BR is. I hope the game is not only BR.
Right.
I hope that's an option. You know, I hope they stick to the roots and have a BR mode.
I agree.
That's all Nikki can ask for, you feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we're asking for too much.
Not to have BR shoved down our throats even more. I don't know, man.
You know what it is though? They would have to do the Halo BR in the game though, like for Halo Infinite, because if they did that as a separate mode, bro, niggas ain't buying Infinite.
So you want to do the opposite of Fortnite because Fortnite had a game, but then people just screw that part of Fortnite battle royale.
Well, the only reason why they played the battle royale mode for Fortnite is because it was free.
Right.
Well, the actual game you had to pay for. So if I wanted to play a free game and try it out, I'm gonna play the free version of the game, and guess what? It was good. And now your paid version was trash because the free one is everyone's playing it.
Right.
Exactly. I don't even know what the paid version of Fortnite. I thought it's
have you played zombies, right? For Nazi zombies in Call of Duty?
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, it's like a tower defense zombie shit.
Oh.
Which in theory it sounds dope.
And he had yeah, you know what? They should have dropped that game and then later dropped the battle royale.
They did. That's Fortnite was originally that zombie survivor thing.
No, I mean I would have left a gap.
And then PUBG was doing very well, and they're like, let's try this beta. It was the battle royale beta mode for that game, which was free to play.
Right.
And then people who wanted to play PUBG and didn't want to pay money for PUBG decided let's try out this Fortnite thing, and it blew up.
Crazy.
And that's why that whole PUBG versus Fortnite, suit thing happened, blah blah blah, et cetera, et cetera.
And then once that suit happened, and then Fortnite was like, yeah, it's just a clone, but you don't own the idea, like the style around battle royale. Then all the floodgates opened.
Well, they did it on their engine, so it's like they were like, "Excuse me, how are you gonna use my shit and sue me?"
Right. I mean, it wasn't like PUBG was the original one because PUBG is just a mod of DayZ.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Nah, so I don't remember. Do you recall if there was a date or anything like that?
No, they didn't. They didn't specify in the video that I watched. I don't know if you put the link, in your with the video.
I didn't get to watch it unfortunately before then.
Okay.
But other news though, Cyberpunk got delayed again. Developers are getting death threats over it, which is wild. It's just a video game.
This is my stand on it, right?
People are crazy.
It's a good thing they're delaying the game because you want a good product. But now that you're delaying it so much, it better be the best motherfucking product you're gonna release. It better be the best game of the year upon release.
Well, I think that's why they're pushing it back. I think they're pushing it back to make sure that they get all the press around it and get like the game of the year stuff because The Last of Us 2, for better or for worse, that released and that would be a game of the year candidate. Ghost of Tsushima dropped. Sekiro dropped. Those are all contenders for like game of the year. So maybe they're just like, let's not release this year.
Neither one of those games.
Yeah, they're like, maybe not release this year. Let's release 2021 and solidify a game of the year. Excuse me. But
but I do think there's a lot more. There was more to it too. Like the game was having problems.
Right.
There was definitely like there's not to overlook the bugs and just the game running. There was issues.
That's the game with Keanu Reeves, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're talking about the same game.
Yeah, but I think but we're used to that. I think with games, we're used to games being delayed, and even for Cyberpunk with the hype around it, I think it's only really magnified because there's not much else to do or play. There's again not much else to do, so people are really just waiting to play this game because they're bored.
Like, why release an incomplete game or a game that's buggy?
Exactly.
Right.
Which is something that, which is sad. We're used to that in today's world, right? Where games get released uncompleted, and then they're like, well, in 3 months' time, we'll just drop this big ass update.
And it'll fix everything. We'll figure it out. And then
it's like, yo, you left the bat. Like I don't know if you played Division. Well, I know Rico played Division. We used to play together.
Yeah.
Division was to me it was a great game, but they only gave us like half the disc, and they decided to release the rest of the disc months later and fix a lot of the bugs.
You paid for the full disc, or you thought you paid for the full disc.
And the same thing happened with Destiny 1. After you reached the max level in Destiny 1, you beat the game, there was nothing to do for the first month of that game. They had the little loot cave before they patched that. They dropped the first raid, and, once you beat that raid and you got all the shaders, that's it. There's nothing else to do. And the best gun at the time was the gun you get for beating the game. So there was no reason for me to farm for other guns. And then they were releasing the game bit by bit too damn slow. I'm like, yo, why don't you just release the entire game now? And the reason why they released it bit by bit is because it wasn't completed.
Yep. So they were shooting themselves in the foot with with a musket.
Yeah.
Like taking 5 minutes to shoot one bullet and then rinse and repeat.
So let's hope
probably most likely miss.
Let's hope that Cyberpunk 2077, right? 2077 or 20 whatever.
Yeah.
2021, I'm gonna call it because that's when I'm gonna release.
People were cracking hella jokes about during the election, like what's gonna release first, Cyberpunk 2077 or the number of votes in Nevada.
Oh,
what's in Nevada doing that? But I think, the one thing around it though, I think there was even more controversy around, just really quick, than the delay itself was like how other developers or like how their Twitter accounts also responded with humor. I guess that's how I would see it. I would see it as humor to the delay. And like we had ArcSys, like one of them was ArcSys, Arc System Works, who took the same background that the Cyberpunk, the Project Red team used to announce the delay, and just use it to just like crack a joke. Like, yeah, we're using this background and we're going to use it for like Guilty Gear Strive to put the logo behind. That's all we wanted to say. And then like just to crack a joke in the middle of all, and they got like crazy backlash. Like their Twitter account got blown up. They got so much backlash that they had to like delete the tweet and apologize.
My man said delete the Twitter.
It felt like it does. That's what it shoot, man. And then that's what honestly how people react. They pretty much want them to do, because of other stuff we talked about with like ArcSys Works in their Twitter, their tweet history. But basically, delete the tweet and apologize. And it was just like over cracking a joke about another game being delayed for like the third time. You don't think that doesn't like we can't poke fun at that? Like, I mean, I will. It's just that's hilarious. Exactly. I'm like, for the people who reserved this game, I'm like, what were you thinking? Keanu Reeves couldn't convince me to buy this game off rip. You thinking? I'm like, well, anywho,
But yeah, I don't want to go off top of topic like that. But you're talking about Twitter. Did you guys see recently? I think it was like maybe last week or something like that, where Nairo made a tweet talking about the stuff that was going on with the whole allegations that was put against him.
I heard about it, but I didn't read into it.
Well, I can probably give you like a little summary of it real quick. But he was saying that Captain Jack was the one that took advantage of him while he was sleeping.
Oh, Captain Zach.
Right? Captain Zach, sorry, Captain Zach. Yeah.
I was like, Jack Sparrow.
I am the captain now.
That's crazy. No.
And so he went and he got lawyers and everything like that. So like, this man saying that he didn't do it, but he didn't like want to say it up. He didn't kind of defend himself right away. Because the way he defended himself was like, yes, it happened. He didn't. He wanted to say his side of the story, but he wanted to be with the lawyers and stuff like that. So that's what's going on right now. There are no charges being pressed against him or anything like that. But that's crazy.
That is crazy. Holy
no, yeah, that whole situation, man. I think even now it leaves like an awkward, tense cloud over the Smash community. Like I think even though there's been time that passed, like
it wasn't just a Smash; it was just the gaming community in general. They purged. They got purged.
Yeah, everybody was getting clapped.
Smash community, obviously, they got hit. It affected them the most. Like look at I feel like the community now it's a shell of its former self. And I mean, not to take away what other people are doing, but it's not the same.
It had to be done. It had to be done.
Right.
Of course.
You have to get rid of all the bad apples. You know what I mean?
That'll be remembered.
Bro, we still haven't heard from Senpai. Like, still.
Dog, hey, like, oh man, like that's that. I was gonna go into almost went into another direction with that, but like you said, you know that we could save that conversation for another day. But where is Senpai? Where is Senpai? But anywho, what are we on time? How are we on time?
We are about an hour 40 now, so.
Oh, okay. All right. So we could wrap it up with this last bit of gaming since we didn't have any gaming last week, on our last episode. Genshin Impact. I haven't played this game. I'll throw that right out there. I haven't touched it yet.
I hate it.
From everybody, from what I heard, I only want to touch on one aspect really, because I can talk on this and relate to this, and it's the receipts. It's the gacha receipts, y'all. Tell me why the receipts for this game, because this game is not free. You got to pay for this game.
It's free to play.
So okay, so it's free to play, but then there's a certain purchase or whatever to get other content in the game.
Well, so you can get characters for free, right? So a gacha, you know what gacha is, right?
Yeah. So break down a little bit what the Genshin what do you buy in Genshin Impact or you roll for? It's for characters.
You roll for characters and armor or weapons and stuff like that, right? You roll for characters and weapons.
Right. Okay.
They give you characters to play with, and you can unlock characters. But the rest of the characters, you're gonna have to roll for them. Now you can grind and unlock or get enough points to roll for these characters for free, or you can be a whale and spend money.
So, my gacha background, it was Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. That was my gacha game of choice.
And even in that,
I long quit that game.
You can get characters for free in that game by acquiring the currency yourself and playing the game. But it's going to be a grind, right?
Oh, it's a grind. And they in that game, I'll say really quick, they set it up. The grind is how long? The grind, it could take months for
it's unreal.
Yeah, and then there's banners or events they'll go by in like 2 weeks for certain characters that you really want. And
They'll do the same thing for Genshin Impact.
Exactly. And I speak on this because some of these receipts I'm hearing 2K. And around when the game came out, I was hearing 2K, around $2,000. There's just streamers or just people just dropping like Reddit, people dropping around 2K. Now there's a streamer, who a Canadian streamer, mind you. He's a pretty successful streamer. Mtashed, Mtashed. And I only say because I really haven't really followed this streamer, only on this video based on like, oh, I'm quitting the game, quitting Genshin Impact, because he's like, yo, this game is the gotcha in the game for how much you spend, how much you roll. It's insane, and he feels guilty because he's like, I feel like I'm enabling people to do the same, because I've heard people complaining up and left, right about how much the rolling and the gotcha factor, how much like how difficult it is to actually roll for some of these things. And I'm like,
what's funny,
this gotcha games, yo, we gotta talk about it. This gambling addictions, exposing people's gambling addictions, and that was pretty much what I was leading to, because that's what he was saying. He was like, it was creating a gambling addiction that thankfully the video his channel that he makes, he's like, I covered that 5K 7K in Canadian, so it was like 5K USD. Like I was able to make that back, but I understand, and I'm aware that other people are not as fortunate as me. So when they drop 7K and they say they're USD on this game and not get what they want in return, all they're left is a bank account with 7K less and just saltiness.
Right.
But can you blame the company? Because I play Genshin Impact and I got all the characters that I wanted in the game for free. Now maybe my luck was, maybe I had the devil's luck and I got the characters really easy. But can you blame the company for that when you're supposed to be responsible enough to know when to spend and when not to spend? You know what I'm saying?
So they know the psychology behind stuff like this. So partially yes, partially no. You know what I'm saying? Like even with me, right? So I played the city of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, and sometimes I have dumb luck. Like I get like the best weapons, like with very low resources, and then recently my luck for pulling has been like complete shit. So I'll burn like gems rage pulling until I get what I want, and I'm like, I realize I'm falling for their trap, and I'm like, all right, forget it. I'm just gonna chill out, because like at least with that game, there's enough information where it's like, all right, cool. Like I might not get what I want here, but I know it's coming back, so I'm just gonna build up my resources again and chill. Like, but there are like people that I see on Twitch playing the same game, dumping mad bread into this game, and like I'm like, bro, y'all are forcing it. Like, because the costumes cost like 40 bills, and then you get gems and some other stuff on there. And I know costumes aren't necessary, but I'm like, bro, I see people with like mad costumes, and like some people are content creators where they're like, yo, I'm just gonna get it back. I'm not really tripping or whatever. But other people, bro, I'm like, yo, man, this is dead ass some gambling, bro. Like this is loot box type shit.
I thought a lot of places banned that stuff,
and that's why it's this is why I bring it up, because I played a gacha game that brought out these qualities in me that I didn't think was there, or brought out these like kind of addictions of rage pulling. And even though you tell yourself like, oh, this is all probability, but then you dump a certain amount of money, then you're like, I'm invested, and then you're like, I'm gonna continue dumping money into it, thinking I'm gonna get what I want because I dumped X amount of money. Whereas then I'm like, no, your probability is just the same. And for based on if you throw in 7K, 10K, than if it was you before you dropped in a single cent.
Right.
And you're, like you said, it's all psychological. Like this is stuff that's been proven. It's designed so that the game has a model so that it can, financially be stable. I'm not coming at them for that, but people do need to understand that it's designed this way. Just let that sit. It's designed this way. It's not like, oh, my luck sucks, or oh, I need to spend more. No, it's designed to suck up money out of you,
Well, yeah, for sure, for sure.
so
Right.
that so they can make a profit. So when I see the streamer, I think it's just like how I reacted, because it's coming from someone who also was in that gotcha realm, and I walked away from all of it. Like, even though I got some things on my account, I mean, because that at the time they were worth something, but no, it's like I probably my account, because I haven't played, is almost worthless, because I'm outdated, I'm behind.
Facts.
So I'm gonna drop in 10K for something that's gonna be obsolete the next banner.
You know, I think for me, I don't see it too much of an issue because when I play something, I play the way I want to play, right?
Right.
So like I'm playing Epic 7, and now I stream the game, and a lot of people in my chat was like, "Oh, you should get this banner," and I'm like, "No, I don't care for it." You know what I mean? Like, I know the character's great, but it's great today, and tomorrow it might be trash.
Yeah, that's why, like, at least with like Dissidia, their community is really good. Like the developers are really generous about stuff. So like, it's not like they did a Brave Exvius version of Final Fantasy Tactics called War of the Visions, and I played during the Ramza event, and I was like, bro, I'm not playing this game again. Like, I was like, it just backs you into a corner where you feel like you have to spend money. Or like, there's resources for everything. You level up your weapons, your armor, your class, your abilities. Like, everything requires resources to level up. And then it's just like, bro, like, and then you go to Dissidia. It's like, all right, you can get all the characters easy. You know, the only thing you're pulling for is weapons. And so it's like, all right, cool. Like, they made it now where, you know, you can have a really solid character because, you know, their best weapon, it's not obsoleted, but it's not the strongest weapon anymore. But you can still pull that weapon and have a good character. And then they give away resources monthly. Like, you know, they do free pulls pretty often and shit like that. But, like, you know, people are playing the Japanese version. They're like, yo, don't pull on this character. He's not that good. Or, like, you know, save your resources for this character. Or, like, yeah, this character is good, but in 3 months there's a character that does that but better. You know, like, compared to, like, Genshin, I feel like a lot of people are jumping in blind. And every time I look at it, bro, it's just like, bro, like, Breath of the Wallet, bro. I'm not doing it.
I hate when people call it breath.
Breath of the Wallet.
Like they say breath of the waifus, breath. I'm like, yo, man, don't be
Breath of the
disrespect. Don't
waifu.
disrespect Zelda like that.
Breath of breath.
I call it
The clone.
Genshin Impact. That's what
Ooh.
it is. Genshin Impact.
I haven't heard that one yet, but
It's a shitty game. Like, gameplay wise, it's not that great.
Bro, you know what I mean?
People talk about how great the game is and gameplay. I'm like, bro, I played better games than this. You're the way you fight in the game is pretty shitty. It was unique in a sense that it has a gambling thing. You can get all these cool other characters. So it's like kind of like playing Chrono Trigger. Sorry, the Chrono Cross. Chrono Cross, you have so many different characters. So that's pretty cool. But other than that, the game is kind of stale. I played the game for a couple hours. I did my free pulls that I had, and I got the characters that I wanted. And after that, I was just like, man, this shit is boring. How do people play this game? It's fucking boring.
Yeah, like, I hear so many people like, yo, this game fucking sucks, but they keep playing it. Or like, I hate this game, but they keep playing it. I'm like, yeah, I'm not even getting started on it. I'm sorry.
I think it's the whole, like he was saying, that they're sucked in to try to get this character, so they play it because they want to get this character. But why are you trying to get this character? What's
like,
so good about it? There's no
the
PvP, so you have nothing to prove.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
And at least with, like, because Duel Links was my, like, gotcha-ish. It's semi-gotcha before I played Dissidia. And at least with Dissidia and, like, Yu-Gi-Oh, there's a pity mechanic. So, like, you know, like with Yu-Gi-Oh, if you don't get the card that you want, you know by the end of the pack, like the end of the box, you'll get it. And then you can reset and do it again. With Dissidia, you know, you get points like every time you do like a multi draw that requires gems, you get points, and then at the end, like you can tally those points and then buy that weapon with points if you just have shit luck. So it's there's a light at the end of the tunnel, no matter how far off it is. Where like there's certain gotcha games where it's just like, bro, there's not even a pity mechanic. It's just like good luck.
F7 has a pity mechanic, but even their pity mechanic is like, I seen Erlen spent like $700 to get a character, and he got it through the pity. So he had to spend $700 to get a pity.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah. I mean, for him, $700 wasn't nothing because he had the money, so that's why he dropped it. He can afford to do it and still be like, yeah, whatever.
Bro, I just spent. Hold on, let me put this in context, right? I
700 McChickens in a bowl.
Facts. Hold on, I didn't even get to that.
Feed many villages. I mean, that's just if you didn't care. That's what I'm saying. You could have just gave somebody. You could have filled people like, damn, son, you have my lunch. I'm just, it was his money, but it's just saying,
bro.
Like,
I just spent $40 in Japanese currency on a GameCube with controllers and all that stuff like that, and I was like, damn, this shit's a lot. Like a whole like 150 GameCube controllers just went for like $300, and I was just like, fam, you could have just gave that to me. I could have fixed up a whole army of GameCube controllers, and we could have flipped that. But instead, you put it into a digital character, like.
I mean, not against it. It's just for context. It's just the money,
the big chicken
that he put in.
It's because of the amount of money that we see.
That's
what it is.
We see it
like $700 ain't shit, my dude.
It's like,
I don't care how much money I make. $700.
$700. It was not even. I mean, it's not even like the value of the $700.
It's what you spent it on. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. It's like you could have done with the $700. No, I mean, I'm sure he regretted it afterwards, but he spent it, so he has to make the best of it.
Yeah, you had to make the best. Hey, at least he got the character. There's people who had like those 2K receipts and did not get the character they wanted. Basically,
Genshin doesn't have a petty system. That is, I feel, is the developer's fault. They need to add a petty system. If you're gonna add some kind of gambling aspect, you should make it so like, all right, well, if you spent $1,000, you're guaranteed to get it at this point.
Man, you should get it for way less than 1,000. But
I'm just throwing numbers.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Like,
true. I think. Well, here's my thing with this. I'm gonna wrap my point up is just to say that, just what my experience with gacha was. And it depends on what you're playing the game for. You're getting whatever you want out of it. But if you're playing a gacha game purely for entertainment, to enjoy yourself, or just have a good time, play something else. I'm part of it is just like, if the game you enjoy the game ends up having to rely on luck or a price wall, then just walk away from it.
Well, like I said, I play Epic 7 and I enjoy the game. Period. Like, I think the game is dope. It's turn-based RPG, dope ass animation. It does have the gacha aspect of the game, but I don't really care for the characters for the most part. Like, I play whatever I like. So there's a lot of the characters here are low tier as fuck. And I'm like, yo, he looks cool. I want to play him. You know what I mean? Look at me. You know me for a long time. You know I play low tier characters. I play Samus, for God's sakes.
Don't even call him low tier. I would say in with the game they're in the low tier, but you play characters that you like or who appeal to you.
Yeah, and that's it. And so that's why I enjoy the game. So it's like, I don't really care for the whole, oh, I need to get this character. Oh, I need to no. I spent the most I spent on this game so far is $15. And that's only for like the monthly thing. So when you log in daily, you get gold and stuff like that. So they give you like this daily rewards. So bonus daily rewards that is useful. And I'm like, that's cool. I can afford $5 a month. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, but I think what just to your point though, right? Would you agree that you enjoy the game in the scope that you're playing it in? Like, even Like you're just enjoying the game, whether because you're not even that you're not spending money, you're enjoying it the way you want to enjoy it.
Correct. Yeah, I think that's what people got to figure out. It's why are you spending this much money on a game, and then is it worth spending this much money for the game? If it's worth it to you and it doesn't affect your daily life, then at this point, yeah, to your heart's content. But
You're content. But
yeah,
if the only way for you to enjoy the game is like I have to spend money on it, then
it's hurting you.
and it's hurting you,
Why do it?
and why exactly why do it? That's it. It's
I
just
guess
why
I
do
guess
it.
it's like
Until it stops being fun.
it's like heroin. You know, like you know it's bad for you. Why are you doing it?
why are you doing it?
You're over here eating ramen noodles because you tried to dump hundreds of dollars into getting one character.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. You gotta think about. I asked myself
But that's
that,
so,
and
the thing is, almost everything is becoming gotcha.
that's why I bring it up. And I think we brought it up once when it was for soccer.
Yeah,
like
FIFA.
kind of-
FIFA
yeah,
Ultimate Teams.
Yeah, and there was a story around the loot boxes and it went to court. The legal system got involved because it's just, you know, is this actually considered gambling? Because then if that's the case, because there's laws around gambling, so
Yeah, why does it not exist?
laws around gotcha because it's electronic gambling in game, and you're spending. People are gambling as much as you would in casinos.
Right.
The only difference is that you're not making any money.
Right. Exactly. Right. You're not risking money to make more money.
You're spending to get something digitally that doesn't really exist.
That may not equivalate the value to what you spend, because you could spend 7K and I could only spend, say, each roll's $1. I could spend $2 and get that character. So is that character worth 7K or is that character worth $2? Because I spent $2 to get them, but you spent 7K to get them. That same character.
I guess that character worth 7,002.
What are they worth to you? That's the big question.
Burger. This burger is smarter than it looks.
Yeah. See, you not only are you an anomaly in the way you think, you're also a burger. But yeah, let's wrap it up here because we're at like the 2-hour mark. But gentlemen, any closing thoughts before we get out of here?
Just want to say, despite with the election and everything going on, and multiple deaths, I can say there is still much to enjoy in life. This episode, I enjoyed it a lot. Hope y'all did too. And I think that's what those little things is what life's about. Boom.
Mardo, anything for you, big dog?
Stay safe. Enjoy your burgers.
And for me, I am actually hungry, and I've been staring at a burger for like 2 hours.
For 2 hours.
I'm actually gonna figure out getting something.
I just ordered some food while you guys were talking.
Whoa. Let me find out it's a burger. You cannibal.
No. A pizza. I'm cheating.
Oh, okay.
All right, as long as you write it down on the pieces. I'm just gonna say, I don't know, man. Everybody just be safe.
Drink some water.
Life. Drink water. Get money. Don't be a bitch. T-shirts coming soon. DBAB. Don't be a bitch.
And don't hate black men.
Right.
They didn't do anything wrong.
And don't hate black women. As a matter of fact, don't hate.
Yeah, stop hating.
Yeah.
I need to stop hating. Control yourself from these gotcha games. All right. Mind over matter.
And Lupus Fiasco. So yeah. With that's been episode 26. Mardo, thank you again for coming through. We're gonna post your Twitch link in there, and if you got any other links, send them to me. I'll put them in the description.
Just my Discord.
Oh yeah, send me the Discord link too. Well, actually, I have it, so never mind.
It's burger streams, y'all. This burger streams.
Right. We will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're getting the fuck out of here. See you guys. Peace.
Adios.